I am here to share my project for this week for the Maggie Holmes collab that Fun Paper Art is hosting. It's just an if you want to join kind of collab, then you just go ahead and make a Maggie Holmes project and use the hashtag Maggie Holmes collab. I have no idea when it ends, but I figure it's probably going to last at least this week. Let's hope. Anyway, this is my project. It is a little journal that was inspired by Bona at Live, Love, Scrap. I saw her post this a while ago, and so I decided that I was going to finally make one. So I used a ton of products from Maggie Holmes. The paper that I used is Willow Lane. I used some stuff that I had hauled in my American Crafts haul, things I got half off in the American Crafts store. So including some of the stickers that I got, I think from Open Book and Chasing Dreams. Let's see, what else did I use? I used some frames. I used a card from one of the pack of cards that I gotten from American Crafts. And I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah. And some things that I had made. I made a library pocket in one of my Maggie Holmes collab videos. And I had also made some flowers. So those are in here as well. So to make this album, it's super, super easy. I took an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and I cut it down to 8, I think, it's 8 by 11. So I cut a half an inch off of it to make it 8 by 11, and I just folded it in half. So then my paper is 8 by 5.5, and so which really works out really well when you're using a 6 by 8 paper pad. Then you're only really cutting off just a tad off of the top and a tad off of the side, and so you have a lot less waste and a lot less scrap. So it's just a plain white piece of cardstock. I cut it down to 8 by 11, scored it in half, so I ended up with something that looks like this. So it's 8 by 5.5. And then I just covered it with paper from Willow Lane. I used a scrap from it to go ahead and just do it over the spine, which you don't have to do over the spine, but I did over the spine. Before I put my paper on, I put down some of the seam binding, and it's very, very easy. And I'll show you how I made the pages, or explain how I made the pages really quickly. So here's one of the frames, and then one of the stickers, and then here is one of the flower clusters that I had made. Then you open it up. So the pages are done using a hidden hinge binding, except you're not hiding the hinge. So if you know how to make a hidden hinge, I learned how to make one years and years and years ago from Kathy Orta at Paper Phenomenon. Years ago. And so I know that there's Stack the Deck, there's all these other ones, but you would need to do the hidden hinge style to make one like mine. And so there are dies that will do it for you. You don't need a die. It's very easy to do. It's just a matter of scoring and folding. But there are dies that you could get to do it for you. And then if you want it longer, you can just cut this more than once and attach them, and you can make an infinite amount of hinges or spines, you know. So I know this one's from Tonic. This is it's the Keepsake Bookmaker Simple Spines die set from Tonic. Or I believe who has it? Sizzix does one. By Eileen Hull has one as well. I think that's the one that Bona uses. But Tonic has one. So that's what I use to make this spine. And so all you do then is just attach your pieces to the spine. Normally this would be hidden. You would put paper kind of over it for your mini album, and the hinge would be hidden inside. But I'm not doing that. So anyway, this is what it looks like when you open it. So this was a library pocket that I had made in one of my Maggie Holmes collab videos. And so it's a library pocket. And then I also attached, I take this out. I also attached a tag that I actually had just kind of sitting on my desk, and I decorated with some stickers from Maggie Holmes that I'm like, hey, I have that on my desk, and it fits this space perfectly. Let me put this back in here. Why aren't you? It's like, it's very snug. That's what's in there, snugly. So there's that. And then here, this is the card. So cards and albums, you usually can find these at Tuesday Morning. And then one of these frames that I believe is open book that I had gotten from my haul from American Crafts. So I put a card here, and then I decorated it with some scrap, some stickers, and then one of these cluster flowers that I had made. And then here is just a piece of paper from the Willow Lane that I just kind of cut down and attached. And this is just a sticker here, and a sticker in the back, and then a little sticker that says delightful. And so there it is, just a very quick little journal. You can just write a few things in here. It says my heart is full, and then you just tie it off and you're done. I think it's really, really cute, sweet, and fun, and really easy to make, because I made this today in roughly an hour. So this is definitely an hour project in between doing laundry. I did this. So thank you so much for watching. This is Sandy Praying with the Heart.